Hi everyone, this is for my DIGM 15 class. So I know there was a previous video that I gave that was talking about a web server service called 000 web host. That was an older video, and unfortunately, like literally 2 months ago, they stopped. Actually, it was not even 2 months ago. It was like a month and a half ago. It stopped being a free service. So unfortunately for this class, we can't use that particular site as a free service anymore. So I'm going to show you guys how to use a different free one. This is for your project one, your assignment one, and then eventually we're going to use it in assignment three. So the website is called infinityfree.com. Like 00 Webhost originally was, it is a free server space. So there's a link, should be a link in the module. You would register for it. I will say that when you register, it takes about 3 to 5 days before what you upload will be visible. So, don't worry if you upload and then you look at your URL and you're not seeing anything. That's because with this particular website, you have to, it takes about 5 days for, they're doing like a background check and all that. But let me show you how this would work. So, have your HTML files ready to go. So here I have an HTML file. I have a related photo. Let's preview that in the browser. Okay, you can see it works. A little break there. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to upload this to my Infinity free server. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. When you set up, you'll create an account if you don't already have one, and you're going to get something that looks like this. You're going to get some ads because that's how they make their money. And when you get to this, you want to click where it says FTP details. It should be on the left side, should be about 4 down. And this is the information that we're going to need to give to our FTP client, which is FileZilla. Okay. If you downloaded FileZilla, great. We're still using FileZilla. We're just not using 00 Webhost anymore as the place that we're storing our files. So this is the host name, also known as an IP address or just a host. This is the username that you'll need. With Infinity Free, unfortunately, you can't set up your own username. They give you one, and then you'll have whatever password you set up. Okay. So what I'm going to do is upload this. Now, you have to have FileZilla downloaded or some sort of FTP client. There's a link to this also in the modules, or you can just go to Google and type FileZilla. I guarantee you it'll be the first thing that comes up. You want to make sure that you have the FileZilla client and not the server. So what I'm going to do is launch FileZilla. And it looks like a postage stamp. And this is the interface. The interface is kind of not great, but hey, it's a free application. What FileZilla does is it will transfer files from your computer that you're working on, your laptop or your desktop or whatever, and transfer it to the Infinity free server computer. Okay. So in FileZilla, you're going to have the host name goes here, your username goes there, and then whatever your password is goes here. Okay. So mine is ftpupload.net. They gave me some weird username, and then I have a password that I set up. I'm going to hit quick connect right here. Oops, what happened? Did I misspell something? Oop, I misspelled upload. Upload. There we go. Let's try that again. All right. You should see something that looks like this roughly. For Infinity Free, you're going to put your files inside of HT docs. So make sure that your files are inside of that. Mine already has some from some other projects that I've been working on. Yours will be empty when you first start off. And what I'm going to do is like literally just drag and drop the file. So I saved them into a folder here called example, and I'm just going to drag it in there and give it a second to upload. Okay. So, excuse me. Once you see the files over here, this is the actual this is the server computer. That means the files have been copied. Okay, and that's a good thing. We want that. Now note that once they're on the server, they are published, which means anyone on the internet can technically access them. So don't put anything here that you're not willing to share with the world. Okay. Okay, so my files are here. What I want to do now is access those files. Now, like I said before, excuse me. Um, oops. I'm gonna go back to home, and under where it says label, you should have some sort of it's mine says David Hurwitz was as. I've seen some other ones say infinityfreeapp.com or something like that. This is your URL. And so what you're going to do is open up a new tab, paste that in, oops, whatever that is. Okay. Now, when you type that in, that actually gets you to here. Okay. And or actually I should lie. It actually gets you to here. So because the file that I want to access is inside of example, which is a folder, this is that file management thing that we talked about a couple weeks ago. So what I'm going to have to do is do a / and say the name of the folder, which in this case is example. I strongly recommend you don't have spaces in your file names, your folder names. That'll be more of a pain in the butt. That gets me to here, and then I'm going to load you have to load the web page, which is an HTML file, which in this case is index.html. So if I type in index.html, it should load, and it does. Okay. If yours isn't loading, it might be because, like I said, it takes about 5 days from when you set up your Infinity Free account to when you can view something on the web page. Okay, it doesn't mean it's not working. It's just there's like a grace period they did basically do a background check to make sure you're not like a Russian bot, spy bot or whatever. Okay, so that's how you do it. And then let's say I wanted to make changes to my project here. Go back to your original files on your computer. I am making changes to this document. Okay. I'm just going to preview this, make sure I made changes. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is upload this again. You might want to, a couple ways to do this is either you have to replace the existing files or delete them and just start again. Let's see if we can do a replace. So I'm just going to drag and drop. And it's going to basically say this file already exists. What do you want to do? We want to overwrite it. So I hit I'll hit OK. It's asking me the same thing for the kitty photo. I want to replace. Give it a second. So that should have happened. And I guess I didn't really need to replace the kitty photo, so I didn't change anything about the kitty photo. But now what I can do, so this is my online version of the file. I can hit refresh, and it should make those changes. Okay. So what you guys are going to do is when you upload your assignment 1, I want you to, go to the home page and then take the URL, paste it into, a document like a Microsoft Word document or a text edit document or some basic text document that I can access. I want you to save it, call it like, assignment 1 URL or something like that. And that's so that I can just copy and paste this into a browser and I can access that. Okay. So hopefully that was helpful. Rewind the video if you have any questions, or, you can always contact me and, we can walk through it together. Okay.